Hello and welcome one and all to a scene in Perth by night. Something of an introduction, of course. The lady Grace Martin, along with one of the fellow Toreador neonates, have received at her Elysium an invitation, a message, a stop telegram that is simply saying, Lucy Bagger has arrived at the harbor. Please come pick up. Stop.
Mm, Grace looks at the telegram, frowns. She recognizes something, she thinks, but she's not exactly sure. So she makes a phone call to Charles McGowan and asks if he is interested in escorting her to the airport. He will probably say yes, and he will arrive, and the two of them will get into a car, drive to the airport. She has her ghoul made up this sign which has the name, which I already forgot, in the on it. And as Grace is driving, she is just giving the sign to Charles. It's like, well, if you hold this up, then I'm pretty sure that we'll get what we needed.
Charles takes it and he will hold the thing.
By the way, Charles, I heard that I had to congratulate you.
Charles smiles and in neonate or fledgling should do what is needed for his clan or her clan.
Very well. I'm very proud of you. Um, I think with that they will
Are
with a little
you
bit of small
proud
talk.
of me?
Yeah, she actually is.
Nice.
Gee, why would you think she isn't?
I'm mad. I just treated you.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Ah, well, okay, fuck it. For shits and giggles, I'll roll something against that. Remember the successes, and I will roll
For
manipulation
subterfuge.
subterfuge just to see whether you can read me or not. Because fuck you, that's why. Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Bad roll. So that's 3 successes altogether. And yeah, she is honestly saying that she's proud of you. She means it. Well, I think with that and a little bit of chit chat on Perth and the scenery and whatever they pass by, the highway and the traffic, and that it's so quiet at night, they will arrive at the airport,
Okay.
get out of the car, and go to the probably the entrance hall.
Okay. Entrance hall is probably good enough. When you get to the entrance hall, there is the scant few travelers because this would definitely be when the red eye planes would be going off. And okay. And well, actually, go ahead and make perception alertness check.
Let's see.
Difficulty is not that difficult. Go ahead with 5.
Difficulty is what?
5.
So it's yeah.
Wow.
My perception is lowered by my all specs.
Yeah.
6 successes.
I did not state I have Auspex activated. Besides, I don't think it would be that smart within a busy airport, so I'll keep it 2.
No, no, no. With Charles's 4 successes, something rather interesting happens. Right as the two of you are going past the water closet, I don't know why two vampires would be walking by the toilet. Um, a woman in a business suit leaves the restroom with a sign, like on her hip for the moment, and it definitely says Dresses, uh, Dresses Martin in for Lucy Bagger. It is a sign. It is, well, you succeeded in your role, so you do something fantastic. You see it.
Charles shows it to Grace Martin without a word.
Hmm.
He kindly shows the sign that he sees.
Very well. You know what? How about this? I'll wait here. You follow.
Charles nods.
Grace is gonna sit on one of the benches and just looks at the humans walking by. While she
Okay,
waits for her neonate to return.
okay, okay. Charles, I'm a Charles. The woman that you are following at this point is not ugly, not beautiful, well, more of the middle of the road, but because of her attire and stature, you can
Mhm.
tell that she is more of a businesswoman than anything else. And as she's going towards the main lobby, she look point grabs at her hip and doesn't see the sign. There's a moment of panic in her eyes, and then she turns around immediately.
Well, Charles still holds the thing that he take from Mr. Martin. I think that it's your name on it, right? What
And
I hold.
at this point, she is shocked, but goes, "Yes, yes. No, I can't do a feminine voice to save my life, apparently. Yes, yes. That's mine. Can I have it back?"
Is that Charles just looks at the thing, sees the name. Is it your name?
Uh, Look, can I have it back? My boss is gonna, be angry if I don't.
What?
My boss, I'm here to meet someone, and then we're gonna look. It's a business thing. Can I please have my sign back? Thank you very much for picking it up, but I really need my sign back now.
I also came to see this person, so I will hold it, but you will be with me. How about that?
Uh, 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 okay. Um, do you know Miss Martin?
Okay, I made a serious misunderstanding. I'm out of character. Uh, what the sign that I hold is it Grace Martin? What does write in the sign?
It basically says Lucy Bagger to be picked up by Grace Martin. It's both those. It's both the names.
Okay, so Charles asks, "You're here to take this Lucy Bowler, right?"
Like, yes, my
Okay.
boss specifically stated that this was the protocol for these kinds of things. Are
Mm-hmm.
you in on the late night society, or are
Yeah,
you
yeah,
here to
yeah,
kill me?
yeah, yeah. Please, let's not talk this here. Please, let's go with together and get the person that who is coming. Grace Martin is waiting.
Okay. Are you? Since you're going into the building, she is very skeptical. but as long as she's within the realm of the airport cameras, she will go and, well, go with you where you are pointing.
Uh, she will come with me, right? Wherever I go.
Yes, yes, as long as it's not anywhere that doesn't have cameras.
Okay. Um, what was your name again?
Uh, my name is Miss Potter. The Lucy thing is just a given thing.
Do you know where's Lucy now?
Like, yeah, yeah, that's good a name as any for right now.
What?
I say, yes, yes, my name is Lucy Potter.
Oh, you're the like now our character. Now I understand that you are the person that we are coming to take. Damn. Okay. Charles, like, oh my God, how I'm stupid. Like he doesn't say it, but like he feels like that. Then he just makes you go near Grace Martin.
Okay,
Wow.
and as the canine with the school retainer in tow, they will stumble upon Miss Martin.
She will stand up as she sees Charles approaching with the woman trailing behind him, and she will probably have to roll perform or subterfuge for that because she's gonna pretend like, oh, welcome, how good, how wonderful it's that you're here. How was your journey? Mwah, mwah, mwah. The old ordeal of welcoming someone that you have known for like ages.
I
So
prepare my roll.
I would either have to roll performance or
Um,
subterfuge.
go ahead and roll charisma plus performance.
Ooh. Why are there so many twos? Fucking
Okay,
hell.
okay, that says go ahead and roll five more dice for the ghoul because the ghoul, although it doesn't realize what's happening, is more than willing to play with the ruse.
Well, she does it better than I do. Fuck that.
So even though Charles is very, very perceptive at this point, the ghoul Lucy, the Potter, and Grace Martin just complete with full of charades, like yes, how nice, yes. And the woman was about to be calm and cool, and collected, but with the added bit of a ruse, her business self will hold for the moment for the charade, then go back up. She looks at both of them and says, "You are both Jesse's party."
Well, I'm Grace Martin. I was supposed to meet you here.
Good,
Or is
good.
that not correct?
No, no, that was the plan. That was the. Oh, nine successes. Okay, you simply see through that. The woman is simply playing this up for a laugh. That's because, yeah, she is scared and she just wants to make this thing go as smoothly as possible.
Hmm.
Sorry, Imogen, I almost completely rolled over you on that point.
No problem. No problem. No problem.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay, sorry, I lost my date. So, yes, the woman goes on. Yes, this is the protocol agreed upon by me and my boss. Um, we have to go pick him up. He's not actually traveling with me. He had to be. Uh, there's some ideas. Just come with me, please. As she goes into her bag and pulls out a uh, cargo plane ticket, it with a bunch of paperwork on top of it. Yeah, we have to go to. And she points to a place that is at the back end of the airport.
Well, I can understand that you need your luggage. she says, and looks at the. She quickly looks at the people around, and they don't particularly seem to care about these three meeting each other. So, well, let's pick it up.
Okay, okay. And well, the codename Lucy takes the two canines if they're willing to go out back, and oof, she sort of swoons coming out of the airport into the dry air. It's like, oof, good God, it's a bitch.
Well, that's this country for you.
Like, is it always like this?
Hmm. Apparently, it's worse when the sun's up, but
I'm gonna have to get some different clothes. Oh, oh, sorry, me. And I'm begin to a we call down a taxi, and the taxi will basically deliver them to not like half a mile away, simply because you're not gonna walk half a mile, not at this time of night.
we never
And
walk
when
half
they
a
get
mile.
and when they get there, they get stopped at a guard post, and the guard will open up, close down the window. So this is doing easy mode simply because you have all the actual paperwork to get in there. So you're actually doing very well. They lead you back into a container cargo, and on the side of the container cargo is the words the Demeter. It is it's a cargo of Russian origin, and you know those horror stories about people being um, hard underground, white slavery, stuff like that in huge cargo containers. That's
Hmm.
kind of what you're envisioning right now, seeing right now.
Hmm.
And the guide looks both ways and says, "Yeah, you got what's that called? You got an hour before patrol shift, so get your shit done." And he leaves. Lucy someone says, this is it."
Okay, very well. Is this yours?
Like, no, no, this is borrowed. She takes out a key. Would you like to do the honors?
Please, go ahead.
Okay. And she turns her back on the two Canaanites. Um, and when she realizes that she's turned her back on, one of you definitely knows at least one of you is hugely dangerous. So she is chilled to the bone. Even with the humid night air, it's just, eh, crack one bullet, take out the dead bar, pull out the stop winch, and pull out this bar. She, uh, there's the scratching of metal, and then inside it is not light, but more dimly illuminated.
Well, uh, Grace is gonna stand somewhere where she can just look inside first.
It's like, okay, are you popping your aspects or anything like that?
How quiet is it here?
Uh, well, just go ahead and roll me a perception alertness.
It's like when there's all these buzzing noises and sirens going on, then it's definitely not a good idea to increase your senses.
Okay, Charles, I see what you're rolling, and because you already have your aspects up,
No,
actually
specs
every
is not
single
up right now.
noise in this thing slightly hurts your ears. It's like you're moving from one crack shed to another crack shed, and it's really hard to focus.
No,
but
my
because you
auspex
got
is
a
off right now. I
oh
didn't
okay
take 4 as success.
oh okay. Well, in that case, you do hear all the clicker and clambering, the winches, the pulley. So you're definitely in light that if you turned anything on, you'd be distracted like I was previously about to describe to you before.
Hmm.
So it's really up to you guys whether you want to risk anything.
Hmm. Interesting. Charles, how good is your second sight at this point?
Out of character, what does second sight mean? I don't understand.
The all specs.
Huh. It's I haven't mastered it.
Well, maybe you can just have a quick look around then with your master skills.
Charles just goes near a vault. Like, is there a place that I can hold my hand to stand up?
Yeah, you can put your hand on one of the cargo bays. It's really not that hard.
Okay, I do that, and I try to use my psychic projection to look around.
Okay, yeah, sure. That works for me.
It's 3 successes, so I
Um,
can look at it, look
I'm really
around.
not familiar with the roll, but as I remember, you spend a willpower point, and it really doesn't
Yeah,
matter
yeah,
what you roll afterwards. But if you're
yeah.
doing
It's like this. If you're going to look really close location, it's difficulty 4. If you're going to location that you know, it's 6. If you're going to Australian outskirts, it's 9.
oh, okay. Well,
But I kind of
for
willpower,
three
yes.
six, okay. And this is how I'm gonna roll. For three successes, since you are pretty much right next to where you want to go to, which is on the
Hmm.
other side, you do it fairly successfully. And what you should see is a rough young man, and quietly feeding upon a cow, actually.
Hmm.
And if and yeah, that's all you see right now. You don't get anything else because you didn't get any more successes.
Actually, it's just should I roll perception, alertness, or something like that to see more?
No, I'm gonna count that as your perception alertness simply because the scene kind of needs to go on, and
Okay,
you need to
then I
stop feeding him more.
telepathically tell Grace Martin
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
because I can't talk right now. I can show her to myself, so I telepathically tell Grace Martin what I saw. I just put the images that in my mind to her mind.
All
It
right.
doesn't need a roll because I'm
No,
not trying to steal information from her.
like yeah, go ahead and roll it.
This would still need to roll intelligence subterfuge, I think, just to make sure whether you do it, whether it works or not.
Okay. So what's the difficulty? Okay, I should check the book. Then. Let's just say normal difficulty. Damn.
Let's see if I can find something. A character may expend a willpower point to make the effort, making the roll normally afterwards. Mm, Basically depends on what you want.
I think your dice stream is a little faulty there, Ahmed.
Dice what?
It's like, yeah, Grace Martin actually gets all the images very vividly, almost as if she was seeing it instead of, reliving a memory.
Very well. Then I will spend the willpower. Also use telepathy, but this time not for Charles, but for the kindred inside.
Oh, wow, yeah. You get two successes, which overcomes this guy's willpower because
Wow.
do it. And what would you like to say to the unknown Canaanite chewing on a cow?
I'm not gonna say something. I'm gonna first of all make sure that this is the correct kindred or not. So I'm gonna try to get your name, if I can get that from your thoughts.
Um, he's really not thinking of his own name at this point. He's thinking of, wow, I'm hungry, and when those guys gonna come pick me up? And he's thinking of actually your real name actually.
Okay, awesome. In that case, I'm gonna roll this again. Now, hopefully, I'll be doing it at least good. Ah, fucking hell. No, I don't. I fail horribly. Ah, sigh. I just wanted to
Uh,
take it out of my mouth, but that doesn't seem to reach through the hungriness.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you guys have spent a good 10 minutes just
mm,
investigating this thing.
hey, it needs to be done. We still have 50 minutes.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just telling you, there's a time limit, and eventually this guy is going to want to stop feeding and come outside.
Charles, I want you to stay outside. Make sure that nothing weird happens. I'll get in there
Oh,
and.
and while you're all doing this, the Lucy Bagger is just completely fucking confused.
Yeah, they've been staring for 10 minutes, like into the vault, like, oh.
Charles just says, "Your veil in my hands, my lady," and he just holds his suit and goes outside. And perception alertness for anything weird.
Hmm, yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable.
And Grace will step into the vault.
5 successes. I have specialty in details. What was the name of it? Fine details.
Details won't help you right here since simply you're looking for the outer environment. What you
Okay,
do
no problem.
see is far off the guard tower, or they're making little notes, and you do hear something rather aggravated saying, "God damn it, these guys are late."
Mhm.
And Grace Martin goes as you're going into it. It roll me 2 dice.
Yep, yep. 3 and 7.
3 and a 7. Yeah, I'll say that's enough for this. It's not extremely life-threatening or anything. The canine that has been chewing on the cow.
I would
um,
seriously reconsider your words, Trenton. You've been playing Just the City too much. Kindred.
oh, right. Okay. The vampire that has been chewing on the cow quickly stiffens up, and goes for a revolver on his hip pocket, and then pivots around and lady,
Yes.
like, oh, so I finally arrived. No, wait. So I finally arrived. Fantastic.
Hmm.
And you will recognize him as Jonathan Bagger. It only took us a little bit, but we find. Oh, my two left. Anyways, okay, my lower third isn't working, so forget about it.
Okay, fine.
Like,
Well, Jonathan, I presume?
yes, long time. It has been so long since I've been to the European states.
Mm-hmm.
It's embrace me, embrace me. It has been so long, and I'm totally using the wrong accent right here. Damn it.
Very well. Welcome to Perth, my grandchild. And she hugs him.
Okay.
So touching.
So please, madam, milady, please, there is so much work to be done. There's so much work. So please, cut me out. I hope you didn't have any problems due to any of mine. Then.
Not really, no. Anyway, before we go outside, I use the name Grace Martin here.
Grace Martin. Okay, Miss
Yeah,
Martin.
very well. Um, outside is one of our clan, Mr. Charles McGowan, who was graciously, well, accompanying me. So, just so you know, and don't get scared.
So at least we have three. So at least we got three of our number in here. That's good.
hmm
But we wouldn't want the other ones to just, wipe us out or anything.
And then my internet froze.
And I think okay,
Yes.
Jonathan Bagger and Grayson Martin are going to step outside the container, and Jonathan will note the handsome young fella there, and just say, "How you doing, stranger partner?"
Charles just looks at him, like, he nods first. I'm
Charles,
doing really
please
fine.
allow me to introduce my grandchild, Mr. Jonathan Bagger.
Okay. After the word of grandchild, Charles actually smiles, and it's like he really like it's unnormal for him to smile. He doesn't smile all the time, but inside it's you're quite lucky to have a prestigious grandmother.
I would not use the word grandmother, my fellow, otherwise you get beaten up by the horse with a spoon. And Jonathan Bagger will extend his hand to Charles.
Charles holds the hand by looking his face. Ah, four successes. Oh, actually, four. Yes. By what can I understand from this guy's face right now? We're just meeting.
Um, okay, what are you gonna say? He is generally jovial, well, but yeah, you got forces. Okay, underneath the jovial outlook, there is something in his eye that says he has a purpose being here almost.
Hmm.
Like yes. I hope Potter, come up here, and he is definitely pointing towards the previous school. Well, Potter, as you have met, this is my ghoul. He is very good with them their bookkeeping here.
Well, that could be very, very handy.
And Jonathan Bagger is gonna like pet the little girl all up on the head, like a good style she was.
Anyway, shall we not
Yes,
stay
yes,
here?
yes. Take me away. Hey, uh, tell me about the city. Tell me about the faction. Tell me how strong we are. Tell me where we are. Tell me everything. I am all ears at this moment. Although I
Everything.
could use for a little but
Exactly. I think it's best to tell everything once we get back in my domain. We can have some privacy there. Charles, do you want to make sure that, are you sure that no one saw anything suspicious?
Charles looks around and at his perception alertness. So difficulty is 5 because I have improved vision. I haven't used my off spec, so three successes.
okay, you know that guard tower with the guy saying, "God damn, he's late." He's still looking at his phone. He's still saying, "God damn, this guy's fucking late." But he's not doing anything else at this point.
Charles asks through the Jonathan, "Do you know those persons?"
Uh, I reckon they'd be paid well.
Pardon?
I reckon they'd be paid very well to look at the exact opposite places they'd be previously paid to look. I suggest we continue on before their real employers ask questions.
Very
Understand.
well. Let's go. And they will probably make their way back through the airport. I think that Charles and Grace will actually tell something generic about the city, about where to go, which are the good restaurants, which are the nicer areas, where they will be staying. Grace will tell because she will tell, well, we're going to stay in the Crown of Perth. It's a very nice hotel, casino, lots of other stuff. We'll give you the big
Uh,
tour once we arrive.
I remember the casinos we used to have. Used to have quite a lot. Used to do a lot of business. Used to keep a lot of poor miners even poorer. But those were simpler days. Those were actual days, actually. I could see the sun.
When the Grace Martin talks about the prince, or if she talks about the prince,
Mm-mm.
Charles just puts his, no nose up, but she didn't. So,
No, because we're going to discuss that when we are in a more private setting. Remember?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so once they're in the car and they're driving back, uh, then we will actually discuss. Okay, so the city now, it's finally starting to settle down and to build up. There's been some small uproars here and there, but other than that, it's relatively quiet. Princes and or the prince and the primogen have been chosen. The prince is a Tremere.
Goddamn magician wheeling pointy hat is the goddamn prince? How did
Yep.
that darn happen?
Well, he was the only elder willing to stay behind within the city.
Ah, I bet there's some magic fucking fountain of youth somewhere. No other damn reason to get.
I think it also had to do something with the fact that the other clans were scared of the Tremere elder or the Tremere, and maybe even definitely did not want us to be prince.
So this is the a bastion of the witch dealers.
It's a small little pyramid that we are apparently supporting here, but well, so far we're doing okay. I myself have been chosen primogen of our clan. We are at this point the largest clan within Perth.
Ah,
Um,
well, look like we got one thing going for us.
we got more going for us. The other Ancilla, you will meet him hopefully soon, Miss Eric Salvador, has been named sheriff, and I myself have been named keeper of Elysium, master of harpies, and herald.
Huh, well, hot damn. Maybe this place ain't such a shithole afterwards.
Well, we're gonna try and make it less than a shithole it was before. We're gonna build it. It's not gonna
And
be a shithole anymore.
Jonathan looked at Charles. So what do you think? What do you see for the with that flame hiding suit since you got? What do you think about the situation?
The prince. There was only one person who would oppose a prince, and that person is with us right now. He simply looks very smart, but the situation didn't require that act. So the Toreador clan is staying strong, while others does nothing really.
Yeah, there's a
Maybe
phone
Nosferatu.
call. This is the first I've heard about that in this area. What, they all got bans upon the being upright?
Well, I already heard from someone that there are prince called some other things.
Well, there's been a few problems within some of the clans. Probably didn't do them much good. Venture are basically down to one at this point. They thought the war didn't end it, so they decided to kill each other instead.
Wow, really?
Yes, you would
I think
not
they maybe
expect
do the
that, but
dirty stuff in that. Shit.
Also, one of them is fell to Emerald. Actually, no. Two of them is fell to Emerald.
Amaret? Amarahu? Amaret?
It's the our greatest sin that a kindred can do.
Oh, that thing. Eating someone whole, swallowing their souls. Yes. Well, shit happens, I guess.
a lot of shit happened. And recently, the Bruja had received a rather foul blow while that Primogen was staked and dragged away at the first Primogen meeting we ever had.
Huh. I reckon that may be a record.
It might be in the Guinness Book of Records, yes. If we would actually have such a thing.
So, Ventru all fell to eating themselves. Bruja
Mhm.
blew their first chance at a public outing. What about the rats, the lunatics, the beast, and the pointy
Well,
hats?
as you
No,
know,
the fucking pointy hats.
well, the Ponyheads are in charge, basically, and if you don't count the prince, then there are two left. The Malkavians were pretty silent for a long while, although their Primogen is certainly very charming.
Same old thing
Um,
on that front.
of course. But they start to show themselves a little bit more. I actually made one of them Harpy recently. Um, the Nosferatu, I have not spoken with them much. They kind of disgraced the prince by sending their hand instead of their Primogen to the first Primogen meeting, which he did not really approve of, but well, other than that, I haven't heard much from them yet.
Sounds like a defect of protocol, but eh.
The
Yeah,
Toreador and the Nosferatu is the most the like they have the most persons. There are four Nosferatu in the city now.
are there? Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's M, there's Hannibal, Dexter, and the Primogen.
Well, you gotta understand, for every single rat you see, there'd be two more right behind you.
Well, that is true. Well, and as for the beasts or the gangrel, well, they are not part of Camarilla anymore. Well, we still have the autarch.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I understand, and the whole political situation, but as far as I can say, we talking to them, they might as well be friends.
Mm. Well, the
Autarch
Archon is
is
still
dead.
around. No, I meant the Archon. I'm sorry, I was
Ah,
mixing up things. Both starts with an A. Come on. uh, anyway, the Archon is still around. That's a Gangrel, and there was one of them within the city, but I haven't seen or heard from him in a long time. Not since the war officially ended.
So what from my hearing, the most sturdiest pillars of our little community, whether they be officially affiliated there or not, the beast and the lords have all fallen upon themselves. That ain't good.
Yeah, well, that's the situation we're dealing with right now.
From what I also understand and what you've been telling me, eh, seems like most of the warriors have get out of their way or found themselves in bad situations. So what we left with was a bunch of games of cat and mouse, hide and seek.
Well, it looks like that, and I'm very happy that you came to support us here.
Anything for the clan, and
And with that, they actually arrive at the crown, and they step out, and the car gets driven away by a valet, and they will walk through the casino where Grace will show where everything is. And
these fangled army Jawitsu machines are quite interesting. You didn't have any of these.
uh, I'm very fond of this place.
What's the bylaws and restrictions upon the hours of operation and locomotion of these them there machines?
If you want the specific details, the manager is, or one of the managers, I should say, is my personal retainer, so I can always invite him to have a chat with you. It's a 24-hour casino, so you can walk in basically every moment of the day or night, in our case.
Mm.
There are a few rooms which are for private parties. You can hold like a private poker party or roulette or whatever you want, and they'll set it up for you, or you can just talk there. I use it a lot for inviting guests.
Even on the Sabbath, the holy day, the Sunday.
Even then, this is a entertainment center. That's what they call it. It's not just a hotel. It's not just a casino. And well, if you walk through, you will see. She just opens up the door, and the rest of the crown of Perth will come into view. You will see that there are a lot of restaurants. There's actually an entrance to a spa. There are ballrooms. Basically, I think, but that's off the top of my head. I don't know. There was actually a cinema there, but I'm not quite sure, so skip that. They're outside, and she points towards one of the windows. You can see the golf course. And well, upstairs, as they walk through this giant hall where they can look up and basically see a few more floors above, there's the hotel.
Ah, like, I reckon you got yourself here. What mansion? What paradise? What the palace? Quite the king's court.
Well, they don't call it the Crown of Perth for nothing. And actually, since yesterday, I can now officially call it mine.
Very,
Well, I
very,
think
very good. Very, very.
the Prince granted me the entire Crown of Perth, where first I only had the casino, was working towards owning the hotel, but or hotels because there are actually three.
Well, I reckon it never belonged to the prince in the first place. Can't point at.
Well, I don't think anyone would be interested in setting domain so close next to mine anyway. So anyway, I have a hotel room booked for you, but if you prefer to sleep somewhere else, that's fine, of course.
I ain't got no place to be. Still, I think I got one contact out here. Need some time to properly set up. But I think oh, a little base of operations underneath my dear, dear, dear lady is quite a paradise.
Well, in that case, of course, feel free to use my domain.
And
And I think then we
oh,
go on.
I did. How is the local musicians?
Hmm, it depends on what music you're interested. I mean, here they are pretty good, but it's like I said,
Long
ballroom.
them.
So ballroom music. There's some classical concerts sometimes given here. I've given a few performances myself occasionally. Um, there's an actually in town there's a rather nice opera house, and well, if you need any kind of scene, you can probably find it somewhere within the city.
Mm, mm, mm. So, known as quite jumped the gun and claimed all that territory.
Specifically musicians.
Yep.
Well, we as Toreador have the influence within the high society and the industry. The Ventru own the media, so I think basically we're good. Apart from that, no one has yet claimed specifically musicians, and feel free to, well, at least give it a try.
Mm,
But before you actually start making plans, I would really suggest you go meet the prince at your earliest convenience.
mm. Yeah, I guess I would have to be cordial, cordial for him. Ugh, this is not good.
Trust me, it was not that easy a thing to get you here. He, after you agreed on coming here, he actually proclaimed that we weren't allowed to take in any more members. So I had to improvise a little bit.
Uh, uh,
But don't
really?
worry, you
I
are here, and he has given permission for you to be here. But I would definitely suggest put on your nice suit, put on a nice smile, meet with the Tremere Prince. His name is Mr. Lavoisier. He's a Frenchman. I don't know that much about him yet, but it will come. And be good, behave, and show him that he won't regret his decision on giving me permission to have you here and not having to send you back on the first plane.
that'd be quite a round trip costing.
Exactly.
All right, for the lady, for the family. I will behave in the utmost dignity required of me.
I didn't expect anything less from you.
Ugh. and as the and as the canines are being led to a hotel room, uh, the girl behind them is just generally making notes, trying to make a phone call, trying to set things up. But not at the whim or call. That is just what she does. And once at the hotel room, well, Millie, is there anything that you require of me in the city? Is there any duty that the clown needs to impose upon itself? What do you call with me to do?
Mm, well, I would like for you to make your acquaintance with Mr. Eric Salvador as quickly as possible, as he is the sheriff, and I think he can use a guy like you. Um, Other than that, gain influence, gain knowledge. But at first, just take it easy, get to know the city, go to meet the prince, and once you did that, see if you can find a nice coterie for you to join.
My lady, you have given me so much purpose in these nights, and I graciously accept it as these thinly worded advice. And
Um,
is
Sorry.
there anything
Oh.
that Ahmed said you want Charles to do anything?
No, he's still there,
Okay,
just watching you guys.
he's a voyageur, isn't he?
What? What?
Like, and Jonathan looks at Charles. He's been silent most of the time. I reckon you be one of them other fellas. You turn your swivel your head 360 degrees before anyone notices.
I might be.
Well, I look forward to working with both with you, Charles. Those thing you're so cordial to this my hero lady and whatnot. You got anything I should do, sir? Any advice?
Charles smiles. If you need a person which understand from people, and if you need to know anything, you can call me. He gives his number. And if you need any help, please tell me. I would like to help my clanmate.
Well, Charles, if we be the biggest, strongest, mightiest fucking gun folks in this darn city, I think that'd be really appreciated.
Charles
By the
smiles.
way, Charles, did you
Yeah,
actually manage to find yourself a coterie yet?
I am speaking with the Unforgotten now. They are new, but I believe the Brewer Primogen and Hannibal is in the coterie.
Okay. The Brugia Primogen Pro Tempore, Mr. Creel, you mean?
Yes, yes.
Well, I
Well,
reckon thank you kindly for this evening, but if you could very kindly, and this is just a simple request from your vassal.
there goes my internet connection again. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, froze. Still frozen.
Yeah,
Um,
Trent is frozen.
oh, Trent Frozen is frozen as well, or
You're not frozen, but the Trent is frozen.
okay. I think let's just play along. Well, I'm pretty sure that he's very tired, so let's just Jonathan, take your well-deserved rest, and we will um, we will see you soon. And I think with that, as Trent is completely frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awkward.
Who start the hangout?
Who do you think?
Oh, nice.
We have to play on.
How's it going, bromigos?
Oh God.
Oh. Well, Charles goes near, like, wants to speak with Grace Martin alone. Miss Martin,
Yeah.
what do you think about our prince now, the Tremere Elder? My dices are ready.
What do I think about our friends? Well, I was kind of afraid that he would be. I'm still kind of afraid that he tries to turn the city into a structure like the pyramid, but So far, he's been gracious. He's been giving a lot of gifts, which is good. I mean, we got a few very good deals out of him becoming prince, and well, we'll see how this ends.
Hmm.
I
That's
still
very good
like
to
the role.
hear, Philip, here, lady. But if you don't mind, I think I've got myself all scuffed up and roughed up from the steel and bearing cages that I was traveling in. And if you all could be so kindly to leave any contact or anything with this here powder over here, that'd be greatly appreciated. And I'm kind of dirty.
Well, you take your time, rest, wash up, and like I said, get to know the city, meet with the prince. Those are your few first goals. And we will speak with each other soon, I'm sure.
It's all right, it's all right. And I think we're cool to end broadcast there.
Yep, yep.
All right. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you guys later.